I know my colleagues and I were kind of like taken aback, like there's people coming in our room and they're kind of coming in, we don't know them, they're going to check all this stuff off. I think we were very intimidated.
A couple days ago, I went on 2 classroom observations. I realized even though I'm teaching for 17 years, there's so much more to learn. There's so much more to learn.
I think the STAR protocol, and particularly the way you debrief the observation as a group and the way that you really are guided to reflect on your practice, puts us in a very safe position to observe one another and talk with one another. It's respectful, it's humbling, that it's enriching, it's just professional development that's really going to change the way that you teach.
I totally see the difference between the 2 lessons because we watched one that was using powerful learning and teaching and one that was not. So right away I was like, wow, I need to be like the second teacher. I need to figure out what I'm doing that I can fit into here. And I realized a lot of the things that I was doing, but there were so many things that I could have improved on just a little bit, and it really wasn't going to take a lot of work to make my classes that much better.
Basically, it's because of the STAR protocol. Some of the things they talk about: relevance, relationship, skills, the writing, the communicating, all of those factors that I put into planning for this lesson. It's based on the observations that were made, having to see the interactions between teachers and students, and some of the kids were doing it, and I wanted to ensure that the kids that I were teaching today were doing that also. So that's powerful.
If you just do this right now, if you have all the kids come up with one question, everybody's engaged, they're relying on each other, they're presenting something on the board, it totally gets everybody together with just that one extra activity.
I think it's going to help facilitate the roadblock I always felt where I couldn't get kids to feel confident about sharing what they thought. And that now that they're talking more with one another and asking questions and presenting and being more engaged in that hopefully they'll get the confidence to be able to say, yeah, I think that's the answer and this is why.
Powerful teaching and learning, it's a powerful tool. Exactly what the title has in there. It's a powerful tool. It's about the teacher and how the teacher reflects on their own teaching. It's not about observing a class and the teacher and how the teacher's teaching, but basically looking at what's happening with the kids and reflecting on your own teaching. What can I do to improve in my teaching strategies, my skills? The role I believe that STAR protocol could do for the teachers is basically being reflective as a teacher.
Because when I first looked at it, I was like, there is no way that somebody can do this every day. And the more that I've been practicing it, I sit down, and even now, we made our lesson the other day, we're like, wow, this already hits all of this. It doesn't take a lot of extra effort to try and fit it in there. And I feel like I've learned more through doing the PLT and the STAR protocol in 3 months than I did in my 4 years as an undergrad. And I feel like I've become a better teacher. And I enjoy being there more, and my kids do too.